agree. Game between the Waterloo West Wallhawks and the Linn-Mar Lions. I'm Ian McKinney, going play-by-play tonight, joined by my co-host Alec Henley. Waterloo West coming into tonight's game with a record of 6-15. The Lions, on the other hand, through their 20 games, 13-7. So, Alec, what do you expect to see from both sides tonight?
Well, I expect some hard-hitting offense tonight, followed up by some great defense. Lions' last game up for the Lions that I called, their defense was outstanding, holding, I believe it was Dubuque. No. Who was it they played last?
Wash, maybe?
Might have been Washington. But whoever they played last. Last only under 3 runs in 2 games. Mm-hmm. A phenomenal score. So I expect the Lions defense to be as on point tonight as they were then, and their offense to continue scoring. Kayla Morgan is on point with her homers tonight, and I think because of the win we got at our back tonight, she's going to have a heck of a night.
Morgan with 9 homers on the year so far, added a pair last night as that one's upstairs for a ball. Up at the plate is going to be Cecilia Dell for Waterloo West, and in the circle for the Lions is going to be the pitcher Hannah Grayland. The 1-2, and that one's going to be swung at. That'll get to the shortstop Morgan. The throw to Gates that at first is going to bounce. And just like that, a runner on board for Waterloo West to start the ball game. This is going to bring up the center fielder, Brianna McPolin. McPolin leading this Waterloo West team in batting average as well as hits this year. Batting in the 2-hole. Runner on first here. Nobody out. Top of the first. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown. And that was going to be outside, though, for ball 1. Very, very windy night here in Marion, Iowa for tonight's ball game. Going right to left as that one's going to be a ball once again. Or a strike, rather. McPolin has shown bunt already twice tonight. 1-1 count, nobody out. Runner on first here. Here's the pitch to McPolin. And that one's going to be upstairs, ball 2. So it's now a 2-1 count here to the batter in the 2-hole, McPolin. Grayland, one of 3 pitchers Linn-Mar uses. In addition to Jordan Beck and Kayla Nobleton. More likely we'll see 1 or 2 of those other ones tonight. Nobleton currently at third base for the Lions, as Grayland is faced with a 2-2 here. Looking for their first out of the ball game. Here it comes. That one's going to be downstairs and inside. Full count now. Lots of pitches here just through 2 batters. Already 10 for Grayland, and she's not even through the second hitter. Full count pitch on its way. That one's going to be swung at. That one will get past Grayland and through just in front of the shortstop. So just like that, 2 batters and 2 hits here for Waterloo West to start tonight's ball game. So what have you seen here early from Linn-Mar, Alec?
Linn-Mar, the defense-wise, a lot of gaps opening up, especially on that left side of the field there. Or if I were Linn-Mar, I'd close those up as soon as possible. Maybe move your center fielder in a bit more and your shortstop to the left. But, it is early in the game, pre-game jitters. So I'd be curious to see how far we end up into the defensive hole as far as Linn-Mar goes. They don't have any outs right now. Let's see if Grayland can change that around.
The 1-0, and that one is going to be a strike. Runner goes to third. Not in time, as Morgan was not able to hang on to it. So runners will shift to second and third now, as we got a 1-1 count. Looks like there might be some blood, maybe. Waiting for a call. Sunshine peeking through a little bit here. Wind still blowing very, very hard here as well. 1-1 count. Runner still at second and third. As that one's going to be outside for ball 2. Lions trying not to give up the opening run of the ball game here. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be outside to Christofferson. 3-1. So Linn-Mar in danger of loading the bases here with nobody out in the top of the first. The 3-1. That one's going to be swung at, and that will be fouled back out of play. Full count once again. Second time in a row here we've had a full count. Nobody out here for the Wallhawks, looking to drive home a run with 2 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Grayland gets her first strikeout of the night, as Christopher cannot get the barrel to the ball.
Pitcher number 6, Bailey Shepsky.
The pitcher, Bailey Shepsky, going to come up to bat now for West. One away here. Runners on second and third still. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung at. That one will just get by Hadlbauer, as that'll bring home 1, maybe 2. Good throw from Michael in right field to make sure another run doesn't get home. But 1 run will score on that hard grounder.
Left fielder number 19, Josie Bauer.
The left fielder, Josie Bauer, up now. Runners on the corners here, 1 away. Waterloo West up by 1, looking to add to it with a runner just 60 feet from the plate. And that was going to be called strike. Runner is going to go to second. So, once again, 2 runners in scoring position here.
Yeah, shift him over a bit more. Thanks.
0-1 count here for the left fielder, Ballard. Here it comes. And that one's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Already 20 pitches here for Grayland, and only 1 away in the top of inning number 1. Here's the 1-1. And that one's going to be downstairs and outside for ball 2. Salik, what have you seen so far?
You know, as I said, it's those errors, and they've now had at least 1 that has been recorded on the scoreboard there. But there were 2 over there in left field that I saw that could have been avoided. Grayland could have reached out and grabbed that one that flew past her there to the center fielder, and then there was one that stuck by the shortstop. So at this point, it's the errors that are really hurting Linn-Mar, and that's why they're down 1-0. But Grayland does have that 1 out. Let's see if she can rally behind that.
That one's going to be swung at and fouled into the screen there. So Ballard going to stay alive. 2-2 count. Every single batter's faced at least 5 pitches here in this first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Grayland gets the strikeout. And now just 1 away from escaping the inning, only allowing 1. Riley Hunley up to the bat, up to the base. She's the catcher for this Wallhawk squad. RBI opportunity for her. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung at, and that one's going to hit off her leg, I think. Shakes it off, and it's going to be 0-1. Two-way, 0-1 count. Lions trying to escape the inning, only allowing 1. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be upstairs, ball 1. 1-1 count now. to the catcher, Hunley. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung at down the right field line and eventually track foul. So now Linn-Mar a pitch away from getting out of a jam. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to stay just a tad upstairs. 2-2 now. Two away. Here's the pitch, and couldn't quite get that one to come back down. And once again, a full count here to the catcher, Hunley. Full count here. Big pitch early in this one. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. So third strikeout for Grayland already. However, lines do surrender one as we head to the bottom of the first. Our score, Waterloo West 1, Linn-Mar nothing. Back in a moment. And welcome back to the Linn-Mar softball here. Bottom of the first inning, Lions trying to crawl out of a 1-0 hole here. Leading things off for the Lions is going to be the third baseman, Kayla Nobleton. In the circle for Waterloo West is going to be number 6, Bailey Shopsky, as their first pitch is going to be well outside there for ball 1. So what do you want to see from Linn-Mar on the offensive end to try to come back out of this hole?
Definitely don't try to hit the ball out of the park. Definitely do not go for those long balls. Go for something that's safe and inside your zone. You're only down 1-0. It's the bottom of the first. You can take a little bit of a leeway. Don't get overly excited, overly scared. Start swinging at junk.
3-0 count here early to the leadoff batter, Nobleton. Lions trying to get on base. That one is going to be well outside, ball 4. So 4-pitch walk for the third baseman, Nobleton, to get things rolling.
Second baseman number 1, Nate Heidelbauer.
Next up is going to be the second baseman, Heidelbauer. First pitch to her is going to be outside for a ball. Nobleton able to get back to first in time to avoid the throw. 1-0 count now. Here's the 1-0, and that one's going to be fouled off by Heidelbauer. 1-1 now with nobody out. And a runner on first base. First strike of the night there for Shotsky. One count here. Hey, well, we're taking time. Shotsky wondering what's going on. Discussion with the West bullpen, or West dugout. Coach complaining about something. And that one's going to be an out. Nobleton going to go for third. She'll make it in time despite I've actually missed the base there. So a runner on third with one away.
The left fielder, number 11, Allie Long.
Allie Long, the left fielder, going to come up. That one's going to be swung out to deep center field. That one is down. Nobleton going to come around to score, and the Lions tied up here early without RBI double from Allie Long.
The shortstop, number 5, Kayla Morgan.
Up next is going to be the home run hitting machine, Kayla Morgan. 9 on the season. With the win today, we could certainly see number 10. It's not going to be on that first pitch, as that one's going to be fouled back up into the screen. 0-1. Runner on second, just one away. That one's outside. Ball 1. And Morgan going to swing at that one to third. Bobbled in. That's going to be an air charge to the third baseman there. Just a soft grounder, not able to handle it, surprisingly.
Pitcher number 3, Hannah Grayland.
Nonetheless, it's going to bring up the pitcher, Hannah Grayland, here for the Lions. A lot of pop in her bat. 2 homers on the year. One of just 3 Lions with a home run thus far, as that one's going to be... That one's actually going to tag the top of the zone for strike 1. Claire Michael joining her and Morgan, obviously, as the 3 Lions with homers this year. Here's the 0-1. Grayland going to swing in, pop that one back into the screen. 0-2 count here. Here's the 0-2. And that one's going to be swung at, popped up. Catcher going for it. Looks like slipped a little bit on the dirt. So Lions fortunate to escape that one. On deck, if the inning continues, is going to be Claire Michael. Made a nice throw in right field to prevent a run from scoring. But before that, we're going to have the 0-2 pitch here to Grayland. And that one's going to be outside for ball 1. Here comes the 1-2. That one's going to be swung at in on the hands. Didn't like it off her bat, and that was going to be caught for the final out of the inning on the pop out. Or excuse me, that's 2, my bad.
Right fielder number 10, Claire Michael.
Michael going to come up to bat here for the Lions. 2 away here, bottom of the first. Linn-Mar a chance to give their first lead of the night, as that one's going to be outside or inside and downstairs for ball 1. The 1-0. Michael going to swing at that one. That one's going to go way foul. 1-1 now. Runners on first and second here. Michael looking to drive home a second run of the inning. That one's going to be swung at into left center field.
That one's going to get down. As it looks like. That one's going to score a run. Long comes across the score on the double. As Linn-Mar takes their first lead of the night there.
The center fielder, number 20, Grace Mccarty.
Center fielder Mccarty going to come up to bat now. 2 away. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be lined down the first baseline. Nearly hit the first base coach.
Drive it up the middle.
Mccarty down 0-1 here. Shopsky looking to get her first strikeout of the night potentially, but it's not going to be helped there as that one's outside for a ball. Runners on second and third. Here comes the pitch. Outside 2-1 now. Morgan on second, Morgan on third, Mccarty on second. And a 2-1 count here to the center fielder, Mccarty. Jeez, I cannot talk. Michael at second as Morgan is going to come home. Michael switches over to third, so on the wild pitch to Linn-Mar line. It's going to be the third line to score here. Sorry, I'm all confused right now. Gang set on deck if the inning continues. Here's the 3-1. Well inside and upstairs. Ball 4. And now runners on the corners here for the first baseman, Gangstad.
The first baseman, number 17, Sam Gangstad.
Two away, runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be inside. Runner's going to go. Good throw, and it's in time to record the final out. A groan from some of the Linn-Mar fans. It was a close play, but that's going to end the first inning nonetheless. Lions able to take back the lead, up 3-1 when we come back. Due up is going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Ringhayden, Wilson, and Wells here for the Wallhawks. That's a W there. Savannah Ringhayden, rather, going to come up to bat. Grayland's still on the mound for the Lions. Allowed 1 run to score in inning number 1. Here's the first pitch of inning number 2. As that one's going to be upstairs for a ball. Grayland already at 30 pitches. Before that, in the first inning, now at 31. 1-0, and that was going to be swung at. Morgan going to come up at short. The throw to Gangstad at first is in time for out number 1. Good throw there to get the 6-3 ground out. As there's now 1 away here for Sydney Wilson. She'll come up for her first at-bat of tonight's ballgame.
The first baseman, number 26, Sydney Wilson.
Wilson, the first baseman for the Wallhawks. Looking for their first hit of inning number 2. Able to get 2, as well as had 1 runner reach on an error. As that one's going to be just downstairs there for ball 1. 1-0 count.
Here comes the pitch. And that one's outside, ball 2. The 2-0, and that one will find the zone there. 2-1 now. Grayland had 3 strikeouts in inning number 1. Potentially could get strikeout number 4 here already. Not going to be on this pitch, as that one's going to be upstairs. 3-1 now. So Grayland in danger of what would be her first walk of the evening. Lions had retired for their last 5 prior to this at bat. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. A little bit of a hesitant swing there from Wilson, but it makes the count fall all the same. Already the 4th batter to face a full count here for Grayland. And we've only got 1 away here at the top of the 2nd. Here's the pitch. That one's downstairs for a ball. So a runner aboard here with 1 away in the top of the 2nd. Addison Wells going to come up to bat now for West. One away. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be bunted, and they're going to call that one foul. Oh, 1 count, 1 away.
Oh, it won't.
Here comes the pitch. Bunt shown. That one's going to be bunted back into the screen. 0-2 now. Grayland looking for strikeout number 4. And that one's going to be outside for a ball. Runner at first. Lions don't like the call there at first once again. Umpire's going to come and talk about it here.
Yeah, that one was pretty close there, Ian. I think we may have to recheck that one. She was
instant replay. And now they call her out. Great throw from home there. As Lions just a pitch away from getting out of the inning now. 1-2 count. 2 away here for the 9 batter, Maddie Wells. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung at. Nobleton's got it. Good throw to first to get the final out of the inning. So Lions able to hold them scoreless after the great throw to first base by home. As we head into the bottom of the 2nd, our score, Linn-Mar 3, Waterloo West 1. Back in a minute.
And welcome back into Linn-Mar softball here. So we missed the first pitch there. A little bit of a reorganization on the technical side of things. Nonetheless, the first baseman getting set up to bat. She's going to swing at that one. Looks hard crack of the bat there as that one's going to be tracked down by the right fielder for the first out of the inning. Nonetheless, still good contact there from Gangstead as the DP Wells comes to bat here for the Lions. One away, bottom of the second. Wells often comes in to courtesy run for the Lions as the first pitch to her is going to be on the outside top corner for strike number one. Wells going to swing at that one as the second baseman going to go back and snag it in shallow center field for out number two. As we head back to the top of the order with the third baseman, Kayla Nobleton. She walked in her first appearance tonight. Looking to get on base once again. As they're going to call that one a strike. Good pitch there. Good job, Alec. So that one's going to be outside for ball one. 1-1 now. Lions trying to avoid going 1-2-3 here. Shepsky's got other ideas. That one's going to be swung at to shallow center. Good job by the center fielder to come up and snag it. As that was a quick half inning. As we're through two, Lions still up by a pair. Back after this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, top of the third inning, Lions up by 2. As we are back up to the top of the order here for the Wallhawks, it's going to be the shortstop, Cecilia Dell. She singled in her first appearance. Close to being called an error there on the shortstop. Went to the shortstop, Morgan, just not the greatest throw in the world, not able to get the out. As it's now an 0-1 count. That one's going to be swung at. Nobleton at third. And they're actually going to call that one foul. Was close. Nonetheless, it's going to set up an 0-2 here. You can raise the volume on that. 0-2 count. Nobody out. Here comes the pitch. And now it's going to be upstairs for ball one. Grayland looking for a fourth strikeout of the night. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be swung out foul as a count is going to hold up out 1-2. On deck for Waterloo West is going to be the center fielder, McPolin. The 1-2. That one's going to be swung out. What a catch by Nobleton. The throw to first. Great play at the hot corner there from Kayla Nobleton, and now there's one away here in the top of inning number 3. Wow. McPolin up to bat now, pulling that electrifying play there by Nobleton at third. McPolin able to get a grounder to trickle through to center field in the first inning as that first pitch of at-bat number 2 is going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. And they're going to call a strike on that one. Good pitch there on the inside part of the plate. Not the count up at 1 apiece. This is already going to be pitch number 50 for Grayland in this one. Only through 3 1/3. Make it 3 2/3 as Heidelbauer is going to flip it to Gangstad for the out. Going to bring up Haley Christopher, rather. The right fielder struck out in her first appearance of the ball game. Here's the first pitch, and that one's going to be upstairs for ball 1. One and 0 count. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung at. That one's going to get past Morgan, as that one's going to be a base hit, so 2-out single for the right fielder, Christopher. The pitcher, Bailey Shopsky, up to bat now. She's singled. RBI single, I believe. Yes, it was. Here's the pitch. And that was going to be downstairs, ball 1. One 0 count. Lions trying to get out of the inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Good pitch there. Got her to swing on the ball that was a little bit high. Shopsky swung under it. Going to set up a 1-1. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be upstairs, 2-1 now. The 2-1 offering. And that one is going to be called strike there on the outside part of the zone. Great pitch there from Grayland to tag that outer part of the plate. 2-2. Off speed is going to be drilled into left center for a base hit. Throw to third. Don't know why the runner even went. Nobleton says, doesn't matter, I'm going to tag you out anyways, as that ends the top of inning number 3. Score holds 3-1 Lions. Back in a few. There for out number 1.
It's exactly what you want to see out of West there. You really want to get Linn-Mar trying to swing. Linn-Mar is an offense-first team. They want to swing. They want to get those runs in, make them swing at stuff, make them hit, and let your infielders do the rest of the work.
Next up is going to be the shortstop, Morgan. She reached on air in the first inning, as that one's going to be upstairs for ball 1. Morgan later scored in that inning as well. That one's going to be swung on a missed, 1-1 now. Morgan with 2 homers last night. Potentially trying to get one, as that one's going to get past the catcher. Heads up play there by Heidelbauer to come home, as Linn-Mar stretches the lead to 4.
And that's
to 4-1.
And that's exactly what you don't want if you're West. You cannot have errors behind the plate. You need to have a rock solid. Landed right in front of us here.
If Mason was here, he would have a heart attack. As now Grayland, who's second on the team in home runs, going to try to follow it up here with 2 away in the bottom of inning number 3. She popped out to the catcher in her first appearance of the night. Here's the first pitch of at-bat number 2 for Grayland, well outside ball 1. That one was launched by Morgan off her bat, well over. As that one's going to be first, and that one's going to be an error. Grayland going to go for 2. Might have a chance for 3. Going to hold up at 2. And the second error for Waterloo West. As that one's going to be a throwing error on the third baseman. That's her second error of the night already. Had a fielding error, now has a throwing error as And welcome back in the Linn-Mar softball, folks. Sorry for the technical issues. Mason Miller wasn't here, so we can't blame it on him, unfortunately. As two away here in the top of the fourth. We don't know how much you missed.
If I could intervene, they missed everything after, I believe, the Kayla Morgan home run there in the third. So we do, again, apologize for that. Our Linn-Mar Ethernet kind of sort of gave out here. We were forced to resort to alternate means of Wi-Fi usage until we could get it fixed. But we're back up and running now, and we're going to try to bring you the rest of this game as error-free as possible.
So you missed Grayland, reached on air, and scored on a Mccarty double, who eventually scored on a Gangstead single, and then to end the inning. So lines did bat around until Heidelbauer flew out to second to end the inning, and then here, nothing too exciting that you missed, just the long double from number 14, Savannah Regan. And then the 1-2 count here to Sydney Wilson, as that's going to turn into a 2-2 as that one's upstairs. First baseman looking to take advantage of this RBI opportunity with two away here in the top of inning number 4. The 2-2 offering swung at and fouled back into the screen, and we'll do it again. Already 76 pitches here for Grayland, and we're not even through the end of 4. The third baseman, Kayla Nobleton, is generally speaking Linn-Mar's reliever. Only other pitcher they have is Jordan Beck, but I don't think I've seen her come in relief this year at all, or even on the box score. Nobleton to throw to first will end the inning as the line's still up 7-1. They'll come back up to bat when we come back. And we'll come back into Linn-Mar softball, ladies and gents. 7-1 Lions as we head into the bottom of inning number 4. We'll get things rolling here with the left fielder, Allie Long. First pitch to her is going to be pop back. Good heads-up play there by the catcher to snag that one. Catcher for West is going to be Riley Hunley, so a good job by her to go back and track that one for out number 1. Next up, we've got the shortstop, Kayla Morgan. Hit her 10th homer of the year as she'll check swing. Going to call a strike there, and it's now 0-1. She also reached on an error in tonight's ballgame. 3 errors for West in the night. That one's going to be outside for a ball. One count. Here comes the pitch. Another one. Bruh. What is this? Ah, shit. Camera won't go.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that home run, Kayla Nobleton just broke the single-season record at Linn-Mar for most home runs, set by Bill Hutchison in 2007. That was Kayla's 11th home run of the season.
And a standing O for Morgan as she breaks the home run record for Linn-Mar. Bruh. Look here.
The pitcher, number 3, Hannah Grayland.
She is just a freshman, folks, too. I mean, just... I'm running out of adjectives. Up to bat is going to be the pitcher, Hannah Grayland. 0 for 2. Fly out and then reach on an error. She's the only line without an earned base, as that one's going to be way outside for a ball. Jeez. That is going to be her 5th multi-home run game of the year. I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous at this point, as that one's going to be outside 3-0. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be outside ball 4. So Shupsky having a rough outing in this one as another line base runner.
Right fielder, number 10, Claire Michael.
Claire Michael going to come up to bat. One away, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Swung out, and that one is lined into left center field. Grayland going to go for 3. She'll get there with a comfortable margin, as there's now 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 away here. And the runners on second and third, rather. Grayland with some speed at first, so pretty much anything in the infield I would imagine would score her. That was going to float to center, but it's more than likely going to be a sac fly, as the runner's going to come home from first, as looks like Michael's going to slide into third. So a sac fly from Mccarty makes it 9-1 Linn-Mar.
First baseman, number 17, Sam Gangstad.
The first baseman, Sam Gangstad, going to come up. Looking to put the Lions in double-digit runs for the games. With 2 away, here's the pitch, as that one's going to be swung in on the hands there, and foul down the first base line. Runner at third. Gangstead already with 1 RBI, looking for 2 here, as that one's going to be outside for ball 1. Gangstead is singled into shallow left field in her last appearance, rather. Here's the 1-1. That one's going to be swung at to deep left field. Almost the second home run of the inning. Gangstead gonna stroll on into second base. It's 10-1 Linn-Mar here. I mean, that was like a foot away from being another home run here. As they're going to let Home come in bat here. She's the catcher on this Linn-Mar squad. Wells batting in this 9-hole prior. I think this is only the second time in 2 years calling it. We've seen Home bat for the Lions. Did it late in the season last year. And an RBI opportunity here for the catcher Home with 2 away in the bottom of inning number 4. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be a tough pitch there on the outside for strike 1. Nine hits for Linn-Mar here. Home looking to add to it potentially on this 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be outside and upstairs, ball 1. One. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be downstairs and inside. 2-1 now to the catcher Home. Going to make it 80 pitches here for Shepsky. Still no signs of activity in that Waterloo West bullpen. As that one's going to tag the top of the plate. 2-2 now with 2 down. If the inning continues, it's going to be the third baseman, Nobleton, up to bat for the Lions. Now before this 2-2 offering, that one's going to be swinging and line to the second baseman to end the inning. Nearly got through, but not quite. Linn-Mar, though, stretching their lead after a historic bottom of the fourth. Our score, 10-1, Lions on top.
Third baseman number 8, Maddie Wells.
And welcome into Linn-Mar softball. The 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up. So Wells, Dell, and McPoland. As Maddie Wells is going to get things rolling here. First pitch to our show's bunt going to be called strike, as it's going to be 0-1 now. Grayland has done a really nice job in the circle for the Lions. 78 pitches, just 3 hits allowed. A couple of those were close to errors. That was going to be fouled back over the screen and onto the sidewalk for strike 2. Four strikeouts on the night for Grayland. Chance to make it 5 here with nobody out and an 0-2 count here to Maddie Wells. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside and upstairs, 1-2 now. Game 1 of this varsity doubleheader. Lions looking to improve to 14-7. Linn-Mar is able to hold the Wahawks scoreless. They just need a run. As that one's off the glove of Grayland. Good job to stick with it to get the out. As there is now 1 away here in the top of inning number 5. The leadoff batter, Cecilia Dell, up to bat. She's the shortstop.
Cecilia Dell.
1 away here in the top of inning number 5. Dell is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Both have gone to that gap in between short and third, so watch for that here. She's going to foul that one back and out of play, however. 0-1. Just 1 run allowed here for Grayland. Had a runner come across in the top of the first. Since then, nothing. As good pitch there. Looks close, but it'll tag the outside part of the zone. As Grayland once again gets up 0-2. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be upstairs, 1-2 now, as Dell, the shortstop, still battling, looking for the first hit of the inning for Waterloo West. Here comes the 1-2. Downstairs for ball 2. One away here, top of inning number 5. Here's the pitch. Swung at back foul into the screen, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 offering is on its way and swung at over the outstretched glove of Heidelbauer as Dell is going to have a single with one away. This is going to bring up the right fielder, Brianna McPoland. Runner at first base with one away here. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to tag the outside part of the plate there, strike one. Grayland's done a really nice job here through 4 1/3. 88 pitches, has battled through some tough counts, difficult situations, especially how the game started. Really a nice game from her in the circle. As she's got a 1-1 here to the 2-batter, McPoland. Upstairs, 2-1. Two and one. McPoland does have a single on the night. And that one's going to be downstairs. Good job by home to corral that one to make sure that Dell at first can't do anything. Nonetheless, it's 3-1. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung at hard and back out of play as we got another full count. Full count, one away, top of the 5th. McPoland looking to advance a runner, try to make it at least a little bit more respectable here for the Wallhawks in game 1. The full count offering is that one's downstairs for a ball. So now 2 aboard here with 1 away in the top of the 5th for West. This is going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Haley Christopher. She's 1 for 2, strikeout, and then a single for her on the night. On the night. Quick little mound meeting as home and gang set. Come and talk it over with Grayland.
The right fielder, number 5, Haley Christopher.
The right fielder, Christopher, looking to provide that breakthrough hit as there is a runner in scoring position as well as McPoland at first here with just 1 away. Upstairs and outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 count. That one's another hard hit ball. That one is going to go foul near the line bullpen. It's going to be 1-1. 95 pitches for Grayland so far in this one. Not even through 5 innings. Here's the 1-1. Swung back foul into the net. As it's going to be 1-2 as now Grayland just a pitch away from getting that crucial second out. Yes, I'm correct for once, second out. Really nice day for some softball. Little windy as that one's going to be swung out. Morgan dropped it. Throw to third to take out the lead runner. As we're going to score that a fielder's choice.
Pitcher number 6, Bailey Shepsky.
Bailey Shepsky up to bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Shepsky still in the circle for the Wallhawks. You got to think if they don't score here, that's probably the ball game. So Linn-Mar would just need one run to put them in the run rule. If I'm not mistaken, Morgan is due up, so it might just be a matter of getting her in the lineup. Nope, due up is going to be Nobleton, Heidelbauer, long for the Lions. In the bottom of the fifth, but not before we face this 1-1 and make it a 2-1, as it's going to be the second straight ball, as that one's too low to get Shepsky to bite. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Grayland trying to polish off this fifth as Heidelbauer goes down to one knee to make the play. Third again sits in time as we end the top of the fifth. It's all Lions in this one, 10-1 when we come back. And welcome back into Linn-Mar softball, ladies and gentlemen. Jersey Van Erm on the mound. Final stats for the starter, Bailey Shepsky. Went 4 innings, 81 pitches, 6 earned runs after facing, where does it, okay, whatever. With 10 hits and 4 walks, no strikeouts for her. As Van Erm is in the circle now, she's going to start out with 2 balls here to the leadoff batter and third baseman, Kayla Nobleton. She is 0 for 1, but she's got 2 walks and 2 4-pitch walks at that, and she's halfway to number 3. And make it 3/4 of the way, as that one is pretty far outside as well. Here's the 3-0. Ooh. Yeah, I thought what Nobleton thought too, but you know, it's fine. Still a 3-1 count. And based off of previous pitches, it's going to be ball 4, and it is. As Nobleton draws her 3rd walk of the evening. As the second baseman, Heidelbauer, comes up to bat. 1 for 3 with a double tonight. Runner on first. Outside for ball 1. Alex just let out a big yawn. If I'm a Waterloo Bus fan, I probably would too. That one's downstairs for ball 2. So through 7 pitches, just 1 strike here for Van Arum. For Van Arum, sorry. I can't, like, name very well. Here's the 2-0, make it 3-0. As that one's outside once again. On deck for Linn-Mar is going to be Allie Long. But now before this 3-0 pitch to Heidelbauer, well outside, ball 4.
The left fielder, number 11, Allie Long.
Allie Long going to come up to bat now for Linn-Mar. The left fielder is 1 for 3 with a double and 2 flyouts in the infield. As that one will find the zone there for strike 1. Through 10 pitches, just 2 strikes for Van Arum here. The freshman struggling here against this line squad. Swinging a miss, strike 2 though, as she's just a pitch away from getting the first strikeout for the Wallhawks of not just her night, but the game in general. Here comes the 0-2. And that one's going to be grounded to the pitcher. However, both runners able to advance, so works like a bunt there. As there's now 2 runners in scoring position here for the home run hitting machine, Kayla Morgan. Morgan 2 for 3, reached on an error, and then 2 really well hit balls to deep left field that were gone. Here's the pitch. And that one's outside, ball 1. Alec, would you intentionally walk here?
If I were the Wallhawks right now, yes, most definitely. You are in prime position to get run ruled in this game. I would say walk her all the rest of the day. Do not let her get a single hit on the ball. Do not let her even see it. I'm not even out there, and I am afraid of Kayla Morgan.
Morgan gonna ground that one to third, and she's gonna reach. We'll be nice and call it a single. I'm feeling generous today. Next up is gonna be the pitcher, Hannah Grayland. She's 0 for 2, but she did reach on an error. Really could have been defensive indecision there, but you know, whatever. We're not professionals. Even though I definitely claim to be, as that one's outside for ball 1. Linn-Mar just needs 1 more run to wrap this one up, as they'll be in the run rule. So Nobleton basically represents the win here with 1 away. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be inside for ball 1, or ball 2 rather. Or no, it's 1-1 because I can count. Yes, it is 1-1. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be haphazardly swung on foul by Grayland. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. That one's going to be swung at and fouled near the home dugout, so we'll do it again here. The 1-2. Here it comes, and that one's going to be well outside, and Nobleton will score with that to wrap up the ball game.
We would like the Linn-Mar youth softball players to please go to the third base dugout at this time. Again,
Wow,
Linn-Mar youth
what a ball game.
softball players to the third base dugout.
As we conclude game number 1, our score is going to be 11-1 Linn-Mar. Absolute domination in this one on behalf of the Lions. Final statistics for both sides. Waterloo West able to get 1 run across on 6 hits, 2 errors, left 6 runners on base. As for Linn-Mar, they scored 11 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, and left 7 runners on base. Player of the game, I don't think there should be any question. Or I guess there is a question now that I think about it. I'll give it to 2 people because I feel like it and because I'm the boss and I can do that. Gonna split it between Kayla Morgan and Hannah Grayland. Grayland had a very, very nice performance in the circle for the Lions with over 100 pitches, if I'm not mistaken, for her. 101 on the dot for her. 5 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, just 2 walks and 6 hits. Just tremendous all-around game. And then, of course, Kayla Morgan. Give them 2 more dingers for her on the year. Just, but what more can you say? Absolutely tremendous performance by this Line squad. And it's only game 1, folks. We got more Linn-Mar softball in about half an hour. Ian McKinney out for now. And welcome into Linn-Mar softball, ladies and gents. We're just a little bit past the starting point of game number 2. As a swing and a miss there from Dell as Jordan Beck on the mound for the Lions has 1 up, 1 down by way of strikes. Linn-Mar coming off of a dominating 11-1 win. And game number 1 of this varsity doubleheader. Lions have improved their record of 14-7. Waterloo West now falls to 6-16. As McPoland up to bat now. She's going to be catching for game number 2. 1 away, 1-0 count here to the catcher McPoland. Here it comes from Beck. And that one's going to stay just a touch high there, make it 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. McPoland will swing at that one back into the net for a foul ball, make it 2-1. Setting the lineup for Waterloo West is going, or for Linn-Mar rather, is going to be in the outfield from left to right. It's going to be Long, Mccarty, and Michael. Then the infield is going to be Gangstead at first, Heidelbauer second, Morgan at short, Heidelbauer at third. The aforementioned Beck on the mound, and home behind the plate as that one's going to be floated over the head of Heidelbauer for a base hit for the batting average leader for the Wallhawks, McPoland.
The right fielder, number 5, Haley Christopher.
Haley Christopher, the right fielder, going to come up to the plate now for Waterloo West. Wallhawks were able to drive home a run in the first inning of game number 1. However, Grayland able to shut him down after that as first pitch is going to be called a strike there. Christopher, the senior on this Wallhawk squad. Looking to help advance McPoland here, excuse me. 1-1. And make it 1-2 as Christopher's going to swing and miss on that one. I have the hiccups. This is bad. As that one's going to be swung back into the net, 1-2, and we'll do it again with 1 away here and a runner on first. So Alex taking his time to eat his supper. Beck taking her time to get set there. That one's going to be fouled off once again. 1-2. Who calls it supper? I don't think I've ever heard anybody but my grandparents call it supper. You're weird, dog. You don't eat lunch? It's just dinner? Then what's lunch? Then what's dinner? Then why do you call supper dinner? Or dinner supper? And Alec is a weird dude, whatever. Yeah, but that's because you're Alec. Ow. Just put that there. Turn it on. Just turn it on. 0-1 count here with 1 away. Runners on first and second after that interesting and rather stupid side conversation. And that was going to be someone who missed there. Seeing this there from the Shopsky. Just a freshman on this varsity Wallhawk squad. Actually, both pitchers for Waterloo West in game 1 were freshmen. That's just swinging a high fastball. First strike number 3 is back. Able to get her second strikeout of the night.
The first Baseman number 16, Riley Henley.
So what do you want to see here in game number 2?
I would say just a continuation of what we saw in game number 1 there. It's explosive offense from the Lions and a very stellar defense. You know, they had those first inning jitters there in the first inning of the first game. It allowed the Wallhawks to score at least 1 there. They cleaned it up. They really supported those gaps in their infield and really took it to the Wallhawks. They were able to bring the Wallhawks down and at points prevent them from hitting in innings. So it'd be interesting to see how Linn-Mar can fare throughout this game, especially with the Wallhawks maybe on a slight revenge tour for shall we call a beat down delivered in the first game there.
And then what do you want Waterloo West to do here in game number 2?
Waterloo West needs to completely forget about the last game, put it out of their head, and drive forward. They cannot be stuck in the past. They cannot control anything about that. They cannot control anything about that loss. All they need to do is keep moving forward, keep their good pitcher on the mound, and keep them in the zone and throwing strikes. That was a very Wallhawks in the last game. Throwing strikes and striking out Linn-Mar batters. It allowed Linn-Mar to not only walk many bases, but also hit. A lot of those strikes were right in the zone where Linn-Mar likes them. And again, just a lot of infield errors for the Wallhawks that allowed the Lions to turn bases. The Lions are an aggressive team. They're going to score on you no matter what you do. So you have to play solid heads-up ball. You cannot let them get into scoring position. That's something the Wallhawks are going to have to focus on come game 2 here.
And we'll be back after this, but I like basically talking so there's like 30 seconds left. So we're not going to go anyway. Thanks, Alec. Nonetheless, here on the mound for Waterloo West in game number 2 is going to be Maddie Christopher. She's a sophomore. And leading things off for Linn-Mar once again is going to be the third baseman, Kayla Nobleton. She drew 3 walks in game number 1 for this Lions team. She's really a tremendous asset to this Linn-Mar squad. As it looks like we are a practice pitch away from getting things rolling here. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the third baseman, Kayla Nobleton, gonna get things going here for this Lions squad. Here's the first pitch to her. She still pulls back rather quickly, but is still going to be called for a strike. Good pitch there on the outside part of the zone as now Christopher quickly up 0-2 here to the leadoff batter, Kayla Nobleton. That one's going to stay just a touch too far outside there. 1-2 now. Behind the plate is going to be McPullen for the Wallhawks as now it's too low. Good job by Waterloo West to cut that one off as it's now 2-2. Now it's going to be swung out to second. Throw to first is not going to be on time. So a leadoff single here for the Lions as Nobleton finds her way to first. Up next is going to be the second baseman, Meg Heidelbauer. Runner at first. Here's the pitch, and bunt shown once again pulled back quickly. However, that one's going to be upstairs for a ball. Lions able to run rule the Wallhawks in 5 in game 1 as that one is going to be a strike. So it's now 1-1 here to the second baseman, Meg Heidelbauer. Nobody out, runner on first. Off-speed pitch there, going to stay just a touch high, 2-1. Here's the pitch, and that one's outside, 3-1. Hadebauer just a pitch away from drawing her first walk of the evening. The 3-1. That one's going to be swung on, grounded to Christopher. Flip to first is in time. However, Nobleton able to slide into second. As now there's a runner on second with one away here for the left fielder, Allie Long. Long hit a deep single to center field in her first at-bat of the last game. Looking to have another one right here. Long going to swing at that one. That one's good play by the first baseman to come over and grab it. As just like that, there's 2 away for the shortstop, freshman Kayla Nobleton. Kayla Morgan. Morgan with an incredible season so far. More home runs than the entirety of Linn-Mar's home run total from everybody else, from not just this year but last year as well combined. As that one's going to be lined into left field. That'll score 1. Morgan going for 2. Going to get there easily. Lions strike first blood in game number 2. And an RBI double from Kayla Morgan.
Designated player number 3, Hannah Grayland.
The DP, Hannah Grayland, going to come up now for Linn-Mar. Runner on second, 2 away. As the first pitch to Grayland's going to be outside for ball 1. One 1-0 count, and that one's going to stay outside, make it 2-0. Lions looking to score once again here. Here's the pitch. And that one will bounce like good 3-4 feet before home plate even. So make it 3-0 here to the DP Grayland. And that one will find the zone there. 3-1 now. Grayland, a lot of power in her bat. Along with Morgan. Just the only 2 Lions with multiple home runs. Not able to get a ball hit to the outfielder there, as that one's going to be grounded to second. Throw to first is in time. As we end inning number 1, Linn-Mar up by 1. Back in a couple. And we'll come back into Linn-Mar softball. Josie Bowler up to bat now for Waterloo West. Beck still on the mound. Able to get 3 strikeouts in inning number 1, as that one's going to be upstairs for ball number 1. Top of the second, Lions able to drive home a run on a RBI double from Kayla Morgan. to drive the leadoff batter, Kayla Nobleton, home. As that one's going to be swung and a miss there for a strike. 1-1 now. Sun's starting to set here in Iowa, so could make it harder for the batters to deal with as the ball's got to go in and out of the shadows. But no question about that one, as that one's down inside and inside for ball one. Ball two. Alex barely paying attention, and he can count better than me. As now it's going to be 2-2, as that one's going to be swung on and missed, as back just a pitch away from strikeout number 4 already. The 2-2, and that one's going to be outside, and that'll load it up. Nobody out. Nobody on here for Ballard, looking to get on base for West to start the inning. Swung on, and that one's going to be tipped foul back into the screen, and we'll do it again. Full count once again. Back looking for strikeout number 4 of the night. Downstairs. Good take there by Ballard, and just like that, the leadoff man is aboard for the Wallhawks. This is going to bring up number 14, Savannah Ringhayden. Bunt shown, pulled back, and going to be a strike there. Gang said getting the start at first here for Linn-Mar. Generally speaking, Grayland starts one game, she starts the other, so first time at least I've seen her start both, as that one's going to be bunted foul, and it's going to be 1-1. Also the first game I've seen Beck pitch game 2. Oh, 2 count. Runner on first. Here comes the pitch. Just a touch outside. Runner's going to go. Throw is not going to be in time, as there's now a runner on second with nobody out. Throw was close, but just a little hesitation there from home behind the plate. Was able to tag out a runner with too big of a lead in game number 1. Here's the 1-2. That'll be swung on, and Heidelbauer going to call for it and snag it. Good play by the second baseman there to retire the first out of inning number 2.
The third baseman, number 26, Sydney Wilson.
Sydney Wilson, the center fielder, going to come up now for West. Runner on second, so an RBI opportunity for her. Chance to tie the ball game up. That one's just a touch too high there from Beck, and it's 1-0. Beck, one of the ERA leaders in the Mississippi Valley Conference. Yeah, she's still got a shutout going here through an inning and a third. Look to keep it going, as it's now 1-1 here. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As Beck just needs one more to get that crucial second out here, and her 4th strikeout of the game. Runner on second, 1 away. Here comes the pitch. Decent hit. Looked better off the bat than it actually was, as Michael going to come up to grab it for out number 2, as Linn-Mar just sent out away from giving the ball back to their offense.
Designated player number 8, Maddie Wells.
Maddie Wells, the DP, up for West in this one. Runner on second, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Shows bump, pulls back, and that one's going to bounce Good job there by home to quickly track that one down, hold the runner at second. One 0 count. Here's the 1-0. Got him there on the inside part of the plate, making 1-1 with 2 away. Beck's done a solid job so far to open this ball game. Here's the 1-1. Make it 1-2 now as that one able to find the plate. Good pitch to the outside part of there. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be downstairs. 2-2 now. 2-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of inning number 2. Do you like the alliteration, Alec? That's a head nod. The 2-2. That's going to be swung on. Morgan, bobble it. The throw to first is not going to be in time. So they're going to register that one an error more than likely as runners at the corners now here for the shortstop, Cecilia Dell.
The shortstop, number 11, Cecilia Dell.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Home just going to let the runner go, as well as it's going to get to second on the defensive indifference, as now there's 2 runners in scoring position here for Dell. The 0-1. Touch outside there. Good frame by home as well, as it's going to not quite get the umpire to bite, but it's going to set up this 1-1 here. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2 now, as Beck just needs one more pitch to escape the inning. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss, strike 3, as that's going to conclude the top of the second. Lions get into some trouble, able to put the Warhawks away, however, as we head to the bottom of inning number 2. Our score, Linn-Mar 1, Waterloo West 0. Back in a few.
Bottom of the second inning for Linn-Mar.
And welcome back into Linn-Mar softball, ladies and gentlemen. Claire Michael, the right fielder, going to get things going for the Lions here on the bottom of inning number 2. Linn-Mar able to get a run across, and the first is that one's going to be hit. Dell, the throw, not going to be in time. Throw gets past the first baseman anyways. But Michael content to just hang out at first. That one should be registered a hit, and it will be. So 3 for the Lions on the day, as this is going to bring up the center fielder, Grace Mccarty.
Center fielder number 20, Grace Mccarty.
Here's the first pitch, and that one's going to stay just a touch outside there. Good take there by Mccarty. Runner at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. Here comes the pitch. That one stays well upstairs. 2-0 now. Christopher is getting the start for the Wallhawks in game number 2. Did all right in inning number 1. Nothing special as that one's going to stay upstairs. 3-0 now. As Mccarty trying to get a walk to get things go. To get 2 runners on base here to start inning number 2 as that one's going to find the zone 3-1. Nobody out here for the Lions. Mccarty going to swing at that one down the left field line, but it's going to go pretty well foul. And the count is now full here for the center fielder, Mccarty. Full count. That one's going to be swung at. That one's going to take a little bit of a spin there to get past the shortstop. And there's now runners on first and second here for the first baseman, Sam Gangstead.
First baseman number 17, Sam Gangstead.
That one's gonna be well short once again, 1-0. Seen a lot of Waterloo West pitches come up short, haven't we, Alec? Alec just nods his head like we can see him. His mic is off again. Big surprise. Speaking of surprises, gonna be a strike call there, 1-1. RBI opportunity for Gangstead, as that one's going to be outside, 2-1. Lions threatening here in the bottom of inning number 2. Good take by Gangstead there. On deck for Linn-Mar is going to be the pitcher, Jordan Beck. Very, very solid hitter for the Lions. As that one's going to be swung at. That one's going to get down. That could score a run. Michael's going to go and cross home plate as the lead's going to double on that one, as it's now 2-0 Lions on the RBI single from the first baseman, Sam Gangstead.
The pitcher, number 9, Jordan Beck.
The aforementioned Beck is up to bat. Batting in the 9 hole after her. We're back to the top of the order with Kayla Nobleton. Runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be called strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1 now. The 0-1. Going to be swung at and popped to the first baseman. Dropped it. And a bad throw. So Mccarty is going to score on the double error from Waterloo West. And it is all going Linn-Mar's way here. They're up 3-0 without a single out here in the bottom of inning number 2. And I don't blame Coach Dell for the Wallhawks coming out and talking. Alec, what do you think they're talking about right now?
The concentration just doesn't seem to be there for the Wallhawks, especially in this game. It seems like they're still affected by last game. As I said, they've got to put that behind them, keep moving forward, and it seems to have really affected their play. They're missing a lot of errors, a lot of balls thrown their way, but they should be able to grab it, especially that pop fly right there. Bounced off the glove, then was overthrown to the second base. It seems like the Wallhawks are almost stuck in a sort of cement. They really need to get out of that if they want to have a chance to contend in this game.
Courtesy runner at first base is going to be Maddie Wells. Courtesy runs a lot for this line squad, so good amount of speed here. We're back to the top of the order for the Lions as the third baseman, Nobleton, makes her second appearance at the plate. She's going to swing at the first pitch she sees. Good catch by the second baseman, but a good job by Gangstead to get back to second to prevent the double play and to get the second out. So just one away here for the second baseman, Heidelbauer. First pitch is going to be upstairs, ball one. Linn-Mar looking to hopefully get across their third run of the inning. We've already gotten 2. And add that to the 1 they had in inning number 1. Gives them their 3-run advantage here in the bottom of the second. The 1-1 offering to Heidelbauer is going to be swung on. That one will find. Good play by the second baseman. And they're going to call her out at the plate, but that's going to shift the runners. So now there's 2 runners in scoring position for the left fielder, Allie Long.
Left fielder number 11, Allie Long.
2 away here. Hits her in the cage, and their face mask pops off with that. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. That's kind of wild. Huh. Add this to the sports blooper reel. Coach Murray going to try to pop it back into place. Looks like she succeeds in doing so. I still don't think I've ever seen that before, but Long content to take her bases. Now the bases are loaded for Kayla Morgan. She's already got 1 grand slam on the year. I'd say the odds are 50-50 she gets another one. Two away for a very hot hitter in Morgan. And Alec has just like, yeah. And that one nutmegs the third baseman. That'll score 2. As another RBI for Kayla Morgan. Gives her 5 on the night, and we're not even through an inning, and we're only through an inning and a half in game number 2.
Number 3,
Hannah Grayland, the DP, going to step into the batter's box with 2 away and a runner in scoring position. Speed on the base path. So don't be surprised if a ball in the gap scores not just 1 but 2 here. The 0-1, that one's going to be outside ball. One and 1. Off speeder there, can't find the zone, too far outside, and it's 2-1. We haven't seen it so far tonight, but Grayland has a lot of pop in her bat. She's going to show it off there, as that one is going to be fouled out of play. She can line that one down the right field line. As the outfielders are playing pretty close to the middle, that could definitely be trouble for Waterloo West. Here's the 2-1 downstairs. And that one's going to be ball 3. Good job by McPullen to keep that one in front of her. The 3-1. That one's going to be fouled off. And now the count is full. Grayland, the DP, looking to get on base here. Keep the inning alive for the Lions. Here's the pitch. That one's hit well into left field. Doesn't look like it's going to get over, though, as the left fielder going to come and snag that one for out number 3. Still a great inning. Lions get 4 across as we end the second inning. Our score, Linn-Mar 5, Waterloo West nada. Back in a moment. Up to bat here is going to be the catcher, McPullen, for the Wallhawks to start things off in the top of inning number 3. That one's going to be outside, ball 1. Beck's still on the hill for, or I guess there's not really a hill in softball, but she get the point in the circle for the Lions. Here's the 1-0 to McPullen. Good contact there. That one's going to be popped to center field. McCarty's under it and snags it for the out. McPullen frustrated with herself after that one, kicking a little dirt on her way back to the dugout. As that's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, number 5, Haley Christopher. First pitch to her is going to be outside and downstairs for ball number 1. Beck's done a good job here through 2 1/3. Just 2 hits allowed as that one's going to be swung back, tipped foul, making 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Beck. That one's going to be swung at and fouled into the screen. As it's now 1-2. On deck is going to be Bailey Shopsky, the freshman for Waterloo West. But not before we have a 1-2 pitch here to Christopher. Outside, ball 2. So it's now 2-2 here to the right fielder, Christopher. The 2-2. Swung out, popped back, foul into the net. Alec can do something backwards. Congratulations. Alec can do the alphabet backwards. Special talent. Okay. That one's going to be swung out. Beck going to flip that one to first. Grayland going to snag it. Oh, a little defensive substitution I didn't mention. Slash notice is going to be Grayland at first base for Sam Gangstead.
The center fielder, number 6,
Bailey Shopsky up to bat. 2 away here in the top of inning number 3. Here comes the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Beck. Swing and a miss, strike 1. As that's going to knock the count up at 1-1 here to the freshman Bailey Shopsky. She pitched 4 innings in game number 1. Really got bullied by that Lions offense. Allowed 10 runs as that one's going to be downstairs for ball number 2. Two-1 count now to Shopsky. With 2 away, here comes the pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. So Shopsky hoping to draw a 2-out walk here and potentially spark a 2-out rally for the Wallhawks. The 3-1. Swung out back, foul into the bumper. As we got another full count here. Full count, 2 away here to Shopsky. Here it comes. Swung out back, fouled off of the umpire's mask or catcher's mask. I'm not sure which one. I think it was catcher. Home looks to be okay. It's the sign from Coach Murray, and we're about to do it again here on a full count pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Beck takes the Wallhawks down in order as we head to the bottom of the third. Lions up 5, looking for more. Back in a few. And welcome back to Linn-Mar softball, also known as the game where Alec doesn't say anything on air, but trash talks me in between innings nonstop and flips me a pretty finger. And that's a pretty hit there for Claire Michael, as that one's going to get down in left field for a base hit. She'll hold up at second base as the leadoff runner is aboard here for the Lions in the bottom of inning number 3. Brings up the center fielder, Grace Mccarty. Here's the pitch, and that one's gonna bounce about 7 feet in front of home plate. So yeah, that's a ball. Alec agrees. 1-0 count. Here it comes from Christopher. That one is going to be outside and upstairs. 2-0 now.
Starting to sound like racing over here.
What do you mean?
It's a ball. We know.
2-0. That one's going to be swung at, and that one could be trouble. No. Sigh of relief here from the Wallhawk fans as going to set up a 2-1 as drifted just a touch foul there from Mccarty. The 2-1 offering on its way. That one's going to bounce well in front of the plate once again. 3-1 here to the center fielder, Mccarty. Waterloo West outfield spreading out a little bit more compared to past innings. Now set into more of a normal position. Initially, they were pretty close in together. Off-speed pitch. Ooh. Close there. Full count still. Here it comes. Mccarty hammers it into left field, but not going to be able to get it in as Michael going to tag up, get to third. So solid contact once again for Mccarty. Going to be caught out, but Michael able to tag, so take some solace in that as she's able to advance her runner as Gangstead going to come up to bat. Gangstead started at first base, now switches over to the DP as she'll come up to bat for the second time tonight. Able to get an RBI in her first attempt, as that one's going to be outside for a ball. Or called strike. Sure, buddy. No. Gangstead going to swing at that one, as that one is going to be a base hit. So another RBI single for Sam Gangstead, as it is now 6-0 Linn-Mar with only one away here in the bottom of inning number 3. Pitcher Jordan Beck going to come up to the plate for the Lions, looking to add to this lead potentially. Here's the pitch. Good swing, good catch by the first baseman. Gangstead heads up play to scoot on back to first. But a great play there by the first baseman.
Third baseman number 4, Kayla Nobleton.
Kayla Nobleton going to come up to bat. Hunley, the first baseman, to make that impressive snag. Leadoff batter Nobleton up as that one will find the zone there on the off speeder. 0-1. Was activity earlier in the Wallhawk bullpen. Looks like it's cooled down now. As Nobleton gets down in shallow center for a base hit. So Nobleton gets a single, her first hit of game number 2. As the second baseman, or her third hit of game number 2, rather.
Number 1, Heidelbauer.
Heidelbauer going to come up with 2 away and a runner in scoring position in Gangstead. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be outside for ball 1. On deck, if the inning continues, is going to be Allie Long for the Lions. The 0-1 to Heidelbauer. Off speed, just caught a little bit too high up there from Christopher, so it's going to set up a 1-1. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be outside. 2-1 now. Heidelbauer looking to keep the inning alive here for the Lions. Have already scored 1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now as Christopher just a strike away from escaping the inning. Here's the pitch, well outside there, ball 3, so we got another full count. You're going to throw it to second, Gangstead able to get back. Full count. Here's the pitch. Heidelbauer going to swing at that one to short. Dell bobble it, and it's going to be an error. Already 4 here for Waterloo West. Not even out of 3 innings. That's the second on Dell as well. As now the bases are loaded here for the left fielder, Allie Long. Here's the first pitch to her. She'll take that one, ball 1 in the dirt. Christopher trying to hold the Lions to just 1 run here in the bottom of the 3rd. Swung in on the hands there. Fouled off, 1-1. Gangstead at 3rd, Nobleton at 2nd, Heidelbauer at 1st. Ball in the gap would most likely score 2, maybe 3, depending on how quickly the outfielders can react, as that one's going to be downstairs for ball 2. 2-1 count. Here it comes. Swung at. That one's going to be swung foul and out of play. Two and two now for the second baseman, Heidelbauer. Really improved as a batter from this year, from last year to this, as that one's going to be fouled off, and we'll do it again. Two once again to Heidelbauer. She's fouled off the last 2. Here's the pitch. Or not to Heidelbauer, to Long, as that one's going to be a base hit for Long. That one's going to score 2. Nobleton going to be safe at home. Heidelbauer safe at 3rd. So it's a 2-out double that scores 2 more, and it's 8-0 Lions. As Morgan comes up to the plate. She's looking for a 3rd home run of the night. Also has 5 RBIs. Two away here. 2 runners in scoring position here for the shortstop, Morgan. Here's the pitch. Good pitch there to tag the zone for strike number 1. The 0-1, that one's going to be swung at. That was great play by the second baseman to rob what would have been a 2 RBI single from Morgan. But nonetheless, Lions still able to grow their lead in inning number 3, as we had to the top of the fourth. Our score, Linn-Mar 8, Waterloo West, nothing. Back in a minute. And welcome back into Linn-Mar softball, ladies and gentlemen. The first baseman, Riley Hunley, going to get things rolling here. In the top of inning number 4 for Waterloo West. Got to start the comeback here, or else you could risk getting run ruled. Linn-Mar would only need 2 more runs to get it, as that one's going to be big. Swing and a miss there for strike number 1. Hunley's made a couple pretty nice plays for West at first base, despite what's really been collectively a tough game. As speaking of tough, that was a tough ball call there for Beck, as that one's gonna stay just a touch outside, 1-1. Nobody out, nobody on here for the first baseman, Hunley. That one's gonna be swung and a miss, and now it's 1-2 here. Here's the 1-2. Got him on the strike 3 call. Some heat there from Beck to get the first out of the inning, as this is going to bring up number 18, Jalen Martin.
The left fielder, number 19, Josie Baller.
Whoopsie, Josie Baller, my bad. Apparently I can't read numbers. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be outside, ball 1. Alec, what are your thoughts on the ball game so far?
As I was saying to you at the break there, Ian, West just doesn't seem to have shaken off that mindset from the last game. You got run ruled. You have to put that behind you. You cannot allow that to affect your game. And right now, they are allowing it to completely dominate their mentality, especially that left side of the field there. As you mentioned, that right side of the field been spectacular, diving for catches, trying to save this game as much as possible. That left side seems like it's almost asleep at points.
I don't, Chubb. And what do you think about Linn-Mar?
Linn-Mar's been amazing. I cannot tell you how impressed I am with them, especially just this season and in this game in general. They have really come together as a squad and as a unit and brought the full weight of their softball prowess down on whoever team they're facing at the moment, including that prowess of striking out number 18 there. It's just been I would go as far to say this has been a clinic by Linn-Mar.
Second baseman, number 14, Savannah Ringhead.
Ringhead hoping to break up the clinic a little bit with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung back, foul just barely. Doesn't get over that net. We should have a Mason heart attack counter on the scoreboard at Luke Paulette. Here comes the 0-1. And that one will tag the outside part of the plate. Great frame by Holm there to really sell that one, as Beck is now up 0-2 on Ringhead. Linn-Mar looking for another 1-2-3 inning. That one's going to be swung at and popped. Holm under it. good catch there. And to avoid the bat there of Ringhagen to get the out as we end the top of the fourth inning. What more can you say? Domination, and Marion lines up by 8, looking to add to it when we come back. And welcome back to, as Alec calls it, Linn-Mar baseball. I mean softball. Leading things off here for Linn-Mar is going to be the first baseman, Hannah Grayland.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for Linn-Mar, the first
Hit a deep fly out in her last appearance of the ball game. Let's see what her third brings up, as that one's going to be outside for ball number 1. One-0 count. Here comes the pitch. Outside, 2-0. As now Grayland in a hitter's count, as fantastic voice crack brought to you by me. Here's the 2-0. That one's going to be swung at. Again, the third baseman can't glove it cleanly, able to recover though and get the out. One away here. Claire Michael going to step up to the batter's box now for Linn-Mar. Playing in right field tonight. That one's going to be swung on, and that'll get down. Michael had to reach for that one. Been able to get the job done and get on to first base.
The center fielder, number 20, Grace Mccarty.
Next up for Linn-Mar is going to be Grace Mccarty. Had a couple of deep fly balls. One went foul and what was eventually caught. So watch for that here, as she's going to take the first pitch for ball 1, as that one's just a little bit too low. Runner on first base. One away. Here's the pitch outside. Ball 2. Michael got a decent sized lead there off of first. Trucks back, as Mccarty going to step up for the 2-0. Here it comes. Swung in on the hands to the third baseman. Throw is not. It's going to bounce off of the first baseman's glove. So I'd imagine that's going to be scored in the air. Just not quite able to get the scoop to go there, as there's now runners on the corners with one away for Sam Gangstead.
Designated player number 17, Sam Gangstead.
Runners on the corners, 1 out. Here it comes. And Mccarty going to be able to take second there, as the throw to third does nothing. Michael able to get back. And Gangstead going to step up for the 1-0 with 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the 1-0. Swung at to center field, shallow center. Runner thought about tagging. Maybe should have gone, but
Beck trying to step up and make sure it doesn't matter.
The pitcher, number
With
9,
2 away.
Beck.
Jack Beck still pitching for Linn-Mar. Crucially, this would get the Lions over that 10-run threshold, so providing they are able to score Long and Mccarty, or Michael and Mccarty, rather. The top of the 5th would be the Wallhawks' last chance as Beck is going to take ball 1 downstairs. One 0 count. Outside, ball 2 now. Two away. 2 runners in scoring position here for Beck, looking for the RBI, but take a free base here too on a 4-pitch walk if she can get it as well. Christopher trying to hold the line scoreless for the first inning in an inning for the first time tonight, or at least of game number 2, as that one is going to be a called strike there. 3-1 here to the pitcher Beck. And that one's going to be a walk-in. Now the bases are loaded here for the Lions with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. 15 going to come into courtesy run. That's going to be Maddie Wells for Beck at first base.
The courtesy runner on first base, number 15, Maddie Wells. The batter is the third baseman, number 4, Kayla Nobleton.
Nobleton, the third baseman, going to step up for the Lions now. 3 for 3 tonight, or at least in game number 2. 3 singles for her, looking to add another one and maybe an RBI as well. Here comes the pitch. Good off-speed pitch there on the inside part of the plate to get strike number 1. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1 now. One. Swung out to short. Cleanly gloved, and that one is going to be thrown to first in time for the final out of the inning. So Lions not able to score, but it doesn't really matter. They're up 8, cruising 2 away in here more than likely. As we head to the top of the 5th, our score: Linn-Mar 8, Waterloo West nothing. Back in a few.
Sydney Wilson.
We'll go back to Linn-Mar softball, where Alec doesn't understand fractions. As we're going to get things rolling here in the top of the 5th. Alec's laughing at his own stupidity for some reason, as that one's going to be swung at into shallow left center, or right center, for a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff runner is aboard here for the Wallhawks in inning number 5. Maddie Wells going to come up now. Waterloo West and the umpire having a little chat. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. I don't know why you're like ingenuinely laughing at me. Somebody get they mans. Courtesy runner, I don't see a number. Or pinch runner, I don't see a number. So I'll get back to you on that. That one's going to show bunt pull back as now it's 0-1. Looks like it's 18 maybe.
Designated player number 8, Maddie Wells.
It's going to be Jalen Martin to pinch run here for the Wallhawks. 0-1 here to Wells. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be swung out back foul into the screen. 0-2. Just 3 hits in the ball game for West. Need to take advantage of having a runner on base here if you want to come back in this game. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good pitch there by Beck to get the out. And there's one away here in the top of the 5th.
The shortstop, number 11, Cecilia Dell.
Cecilia Dell, the shortstop, going to come up. She got 2 of West's 5 errors in game number 2. Here's the pitch, and that one is going to find the zone there for strike 1. The catcher, McPoland, is on deck. Probably the best hitter on this Waterloo West squad. Here's the 0-1 to Dell. That one is going to be swung at. Michael under it and right as that's going to be 2 away here for the 2-hitter in McPoland. I don't know why I had the long pause. My bad.
The catcher, number 23, Brianna McPullen.
2 away. Back looking to shut the door here on any potential slim chance of a comeback. That one is going to be outside. Could not get the strike call. Don't necessarily know if I would have made the same call, but you know, doesn't really matter. They're up by 8, dude. Here's the 1-0. And runner's going to go. Throw from home is not going to be particularly close as the runner's going to take second. Good job there by the pinch runner, Martin, to steal a base. As now there's a runner in scoring position here for McPoland. One. Here it comes. Outside, ball 2. Lions have only allowed 1 run, or no, 1, right? Yeah, 1 run all night tonight, including a shutout in game 2. That one is going to be swung into deep center field. Mccarty has it for out number 3. And it is good day to be a Lion as Linn-Mar up by 8. Chance to add to it right here with a 2-3-4 hitters due up. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Linn-Mar Softball, where Alec hates my ideas so much he refuses to put me on air on time.
Always.
Back here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Second baseman Meg Heidelbauer up for the Lions. 1-1 count here to her. Still Christopher on the mound, as that one's going to be upstairs, ball 2. Two-one count. Heidelbauer going to try to get on base to start off the inning. That one is going to be upstairs, I guess. Looks close, but I mean, I ain't finna complain. 3-1 here to Heidelbauer. Ball 4, so the leadoff walk here for the second baseman, Meg Heidelbauer, going to get things rolling for the Linn-Mar offense in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder number 11, Allie Long.
The left fielder, Allie Long, going to step into the batter's box. That one's going to be outside. McPullen pump fakes to first, but not going to bother throwing as Heidelbauer able to get back. 1-0. Tell me it's a blowout without telling me it's a blowout. 2-0 here to Long, the left fielder. Runner's gonna go. Actually, not a bad throw from McPullen considering she bobbled it at the beginning, but good speed by Heidelbauer to get to second anyways. 3-0 count. Wallhawks unable to steal a quick out there, or a cheap out rather, as that one is going to be a called strike on the top of the zone. 3-1. The 3-1. Swung in on the hands. That one's going to get down. Shortstop thought about throwing to first, not going to. And now it's Kayla Morgan up to bat. Alec, what's your prediction for this at bat?
Sing the funeral march. It's over.
Defensive indifference is going to help Long get to second base rather, from first, as now there's 2 runners in scoring position. 5 RBIs for Morgan between the 2 games, as that one is going to be inside for okay, I'm going to call that one a strike. Alec just goes, yeah. That one's going to be downstairs. 2-1 now. Morgan has been on base in 6 of her 7 plate appearances tonight. One of them was an error. That one is going to be solidly hit, but that's going to be a tag up score more than likely, barring an immaculate throw, and that is certainly not, as Long able to get to third base as Heidelbauer comes home. It's now 9-zip. Linn-Mar, they're just 1 away from that magic number 10. We got a pinch hitter here. It's going to be number 18, Riley Long. And to pitch hit for the first baseman, Grayland.
Now batting number 18, Riley Long.
Alex said it. Sack fly and it's over. I don't disagree, because statistically I would be wrong. First pitch to the pinch hitter Long is going to be a called strike there. Was maybe a little bit low. Oh, now you're interested in commentating when there's probably like 1 more batter left. Here's the 0-1. Long going to swing at that one. Going to get it to bounce foul, however, and it's 0-2. On deck, if the game/inning continues, is going to be the right fielder, Michael. And in the hole is going to be the center fielder, Mccarty. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch in the ground, 1-2. Dirt, ground, same thing. I'm going to hold my opinions to myself on what Alec just did. That one is going to be popped to the first baseman. There's an out. And a chance to extend the ball game.
The right fielder number 10.
Alec wants to get out of here. Yeah, good cover. Here's the pitch to Michael. That one's going to be swung at. Good play by the third baseman, and the throw is in time for out number 3. Lions are unable to get to that 10th run, but they are able to get one across as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Our score, Linn-Mar 9, Zippo for Waterloo West. Hit the button. Jesus. Welcome back to Linn-Mar softball, where insubordination is running rampant around my crew. As we are in the top of the 6th inning, lines up by 9. You want to say something? Lines up by 9. 1-0 count.
Indeed, I do.
Then say it.
Nope.
There are many things I want to say right now. None of them would allow me to retain my job, so I'm going to chill out. As Haley Christopher up to bat for, if you keep laughing, I swear to God. As Haley Christopher is up to bat for Waterloo. One count. That one's going to be lined back up the middle for a base hit.
Center fielder number 6, Bailey Shepsky.
Bailey Shepsky going to come up to bat. Nobody out. Runner on first here. Here comes the pitch. As that one is going to be a ball. Grayland unable to apply the tag. Grayland back in after being pinch hit for by Riley Long in the first inning. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. She swung on it. Why are you arguing with me? I don't play softball. As that one's going to be fouled back into the screen there by Shepsky, 1-2. Actually, I'm not going to say that. 2-2 count with nobody out here for Shepsky. I'm actually developing a filter for once, which is an accomplishment for me. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As Beck able to get the first out of the inning retired as Shepsky goes down on a 2-2 pitch, swing on and missed.
The first baseman, number 16, Riley Hundley.
Riley Hundley going to come up to bat here for Waterloo West. Alec, are you interested in continuing to commentate, but with your mic open?
I mean, sure, but there's not much I can really say at this point. I mean, Linn-Mar's been keeping up the steady pressure on the Wallhawks. The Wallhawks have lost, I think, the mentality to win at this point. I don't see the drive in their footwork, their batting, their defense, the way they hustle onto the field. It's just not there. Linn-Mar still got that, but I don't think Linn-Mar should get too confident. a champion's hubris can be a very dangerous thing. And Linn-Mar's kind of laughing this off at that I couldn't get that 10-run rule there in the 5th. They need to play smart, and they need to play pressure on the Wallhawks in order to get this game, or keep this game under their control, like that catch right there.
Good play by Michael there to get under it. Had about a little bit of wind to snag that one, but able to do so, and there's 2 away. This is going to bring up... She's not on the roster, so I'm waiting for the PA announcer. I think it's Wells. No, she's 21. I don't know. Nonetheless, that one's going to be swung on and fouled off into the screen. I mean, more so towards the away dugout, but whatever. All counts the same as it is 0-2 with 2 away here on the top of the 6th. Here's the 0-1. That's nasty. Oh, 2 count. Here comes the pitch. Called strike 3 to end the inning as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Our score, Linn-Mar 9, Waterloo West nothing. As we head down to the home stretch. Back in a minute. Welcome back into Linn-Mar softball. I've run out of things to say about Alec.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Lions, the center fielder number 20.
What a legend this lad is. Bottom of the 6th inning, lines up by 9. Mccarty going to get things rolling here as first pitch to her is well inside for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Here it comes, and that'll hit her. Yes, now there's a runner on base. As this is going to bring up the catcher, Olivia Holm. Gonna pinch hit here for who normally bats here?
Now batting the catcher number 2, Olivia Holm.
Oh, this is Gangstead spot, sorry. Runner on second. Bottom of inning number 6 here. Huh? Bro, turn around. She's on first. Oh, okay. Sorry. Whew, it's been a long night.
He said, you can't do that. Since you can't do that. I can't believe you can do that.
I can't go that high. Do 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 do.
Yep, here comes Sam.
Now batting the designated
I don't even know how to explain that break, but yeah, it happened.
It was a courtesy, so she couldn't do that.
Gangstead gonna come up. Here's the pitch. And that one's gonna miss the zone there, 1-0.
Shaking his hand.
1-0 count, here it comes, and that one will find the zone there, 1-1. Gangstead has a really nice night so far. Looking to continue with a runner on base. That one is going to go downstairs. Mccarty able to get back in time. 2-1. Gangstead going to be swung at. That's going to get down. McCarty hesitated to go. That could have been runners on the corner if she got a good jump off it. Unfortunately, didn't. Nonetheless, it's going to be a runner in scoring position here for the pitcher, Jordan Beck.
The pitcher, number 9, Jordan Beck.
Ball in the gap might win it here for the Lions. Beck is going to take... I know what they called it as. I'm not sure that was correct. I don't know, chief. Whatever. 0-1, make it 1-1 because ball don't lie. No matter what Alec says. Alec is much more umpire sympathetic. After we've had a load management by a couple umpires, you know, where they take forever to let the game get restarted. I mean, it's a tough job. But I'm not going to say anything. Umpires have done a pretty good job for tonight. You do it. I don't know what's your mouth is.
And speaking of umpires, we want to thank our umpires this evening. Our umpire in behind home plate and our umpire out in the left field line there. We want to thank you for coming out tonight, umpiring this game. And yeah, back to you, Ian.
The third baseman, number 4, Kayla Nobleton.
Thank you to our umpire correspondent, Alec, who could have just told me to say that instead of mouthing some incoherent thing I did not understand. Nonetheless, back to the top of the order here with Kayla Nobleton. As Beck flew out to right center field. Close to more than likely being that game-winning run, but not quite. That one's going to flip over the head of the pitcher. McCarty going to hold up at third. Yeah. Close. As we're going to have a mound meeting here for Waterloo West. Their space is loaded, one away, and they could win on 10. No pitcher change. Had a mini heart attack there, but you know we're chilling. One away here. Bottom of the 6th, Lions need one more run. McCarty is that run at third with one away here. Heidelbauer's had a very, very solid game. Infield moving in, especially the second baseman. That's line to left. That'll score a run, and that is the ball game. 10-zip Linn-Mar following an 11-1 run rule W. Dubs on dubs on dubs for the Lions.
They had one error.
That's going to be their 6th in a row. Haven't lost since Clear Creek Amana last week. What a ball game. Alec, player of the game for this, or who's your player of the game for the second game, and then player of the night?
I would say for me, it has to be either Kaylee's Morgan or Claire Michaels. Claire Michael did a great job getting on base tonight. She was very consistent. Now, the player for the night, it's got to be Claire Morgan. She is a phenomenal freshman, and I cannot wait to see where her career goes. Hats off to her, and hats off to just the entire Linn-Mar softball team, including the coaching staff, for putting together such a great game and a great night of softball. Thank you all for coming out with us. Ian, I'll let you outro this one out.
Thank you for not doing me like Mason do me. As we're going to end a night which was filled with history and a lot of scoring for Lions. Kayla Morgan breaking the single season home run record for Linn-Mar with 11, hitting 2 dingers in game 1 on back-to-back at-bats. As the final score of game number 2 going to be 10-zip Linn-Mar. And we'll be back at it tomorrow with, I think, sophomore softball at 10. Snow will be on the call for that, as well as myself. Once again, for Alec Henley, running all the booth stuff and, annoying me to death the entire game. My name is Ian McKinney, running play-by-play. Have a thoroughly thrilling Thursday and a great week.